Hi guys, welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a Leo love reading. Okay, let's see if we get some views. Okay, over 10 views. I'll get some other videos up as well. Okay, Sagittarius is doing okay. Aries is doing okay as well. Let's see if you guys can get there. So let's get into it here. We have hotline. Speaking of Sagittarius, we have number 12, hotline. Okay, you guys could be attracted to somebody, or you're catching feelings, or so if you guys are with somebody here right now, this person and you guys are the center of attention. A lot of people are talking about you guys here. The attraction is through the roof between you and this individual. You guys are probably looking really healthy. I get another card. We have everything is beautiful, yeah. We have 32, 12, 32 could be important here. A lot of purple here. Yeah, a lot of people are seeing a lot of things for you and this individual in the future. We have baggage be gone. I'm definitely getting you walked away from an Aquarius here or another Leo. You found somebody's baggage. 179 could be important, but you found somebody's baggage here and you were like, time out. It wasn't something that was like clear, but it was something where it's like with your third eye, like this is a problem or this is soon to be a problem. Um, but you and this person are in a really good spot right now in love here with baggage be gone. I'm definitely getting you guys are gonna get someone's gonna I feel like this past person either lives with you or there's something about they're really close to you here. This person may knock on your door or they're knocking on something here where this individual is going to be talking smack about, you and this new lifestyle, this new beginning here. It's almost like kind of like, oh, I know you can't do it. I know you need the like motivation and stuff like that. And they're being disrespectful, okay? Number one. Clarify hotline. Clarify hotline. We have the King of Wands, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here. We have the High Priestess here. I feel like this is someone else. This is that person that is really insecure. This person could have had a side chick where it was dealing with a Pisces here or another Leo. They were doing the same thing here. This person's boring. Okay. We have the Six of Cups here. Yeah, this is a past person here. This person would like to hit you up. You guys could be dealing with a Gemini, okay? You guys could be dealing with a Gemini here, but this person would like to hit you up, yep, with the Page of Wands here. They don't want to fight if this person is coming off as your enemy. This person wants to be the replacer for you and your person. Okay, if not that, then this person would just like to have a child with you. They would like to settle down with you. Okay, they want to talk to you a lot with the Eight of Wands here. They want to talk about the past a lot. That's what's booming for you and this individual here. And they specifically want to talk about like maybe your ex-boyfriend, your ex-girlfriend, or a Capricorn. Because this person betrayed you. They turned you really cold. They want to know more about that. I feel like they just want to know, like, is this person still in your life like that? Because don't, please. This person's definitely thinking about marriage. This person can have a Taurus friend, and their Taurus friend is about to pop up like, okay, hey, when do you think you're going to get married to this individual? Like, what's going on? Clarify everything is beautiful. So I'm definitely getting, there's some overthinking here. Maybe you think that, or maybe this person thinks that, or maybe both of you guys think that things are not going well, things are not as it should be, and it is. Things are perfect right now. You have the Three of Swords. Yeah, you guys are healing from a heartbreak or some pain from an air sign. Tell me about this person. Yeah, this King of Wands person. Somebody try to play you and this individual, or just you. Okay, this person thought they had a friend, but or maybe you really was friends with this person, but this person like try to slide you, try to make your life a living hell. You have the Nine of Cups here. Yeah, things is as it should be with the Nine of Cups here. Like, feel happy, feel confident about what you achieve. You also have the Lovers in reverse too. You guys can't be dealing with a Gemini. Be happy that you chose this person. This person's happy that they chose you. Be happy. This could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio too, that you feel very happy about. Because at the end of the day, you need to realize, or what you realize about this other person, it is what it is. Anybody would have said, hold the phone, time out. Nuh-uh. Clarify baggage be gone. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse here. So this person doesn't want to argue, or this person is not an argumentative person. They don't got time. If something's a baggage and they see it, they're not going to go back and forth with you. It's a done deal. It's a straight cutoff. We have the Moon in reverse here and the Six of Pentacles. They're in a situation where they need attention, they need clout, they need promotions, they need a better lifestyle, and they're giving and receiving, they're doing their part, and that's it. Period. This person's like perfect for you. We have the Empress in reverse here. This person may be trying to get pregnant, or they're trying to fertilize something here through a baggage, through a problem. We have the High Priestess here. This person's not going to tell you this here, but they want you to know, like, that's why they're so clean here. They're trying to fertilize something. They're trying to manifest something, and they can't do that if... This kind of sounds like a Gemini reading. They can't do that if, you know, your past, or you still haven't realized, okay, what a situation is. Or walk a mile in somebody else's shoes if they would have said no. What else do they need to know from this read? But you need to know that this person's onto something. That's why they're so strict. There's a path that's being outlined for you here, or shown to you here. Again, with all this purple. The universe is trying to show you to walk through a nasty knot here, but the silver lining is, at least it's not the whole thing. At least it's not like sticky wicket. Or at least, yeah, like you're in a chaotic situation here, but at least you get to see, like, you know, something fully, you know, without being affected and being with someone. You understand what I'm saying? Because the universe was like, you would have went down a certain path not knowing of the person that you're currently involved with, or not the person that you're currently involved with, your past person, or knowing some problem with a past person or an individual or situation. And you would have found it at the end of the story when you needed to find out in the middle or the beginning. Clarify magic carpet. So this person is on your path together with you for that reason. Clarify magic carpet. We have the King of Swords. For some of you guys, you needed to know how much of an asshole or bitch somebody was with the Queen of Swords. Okay, what time is it? Because somebody got hurt in love. Somebody got hurt in love, and this person didn't want them. Yeah, they kept thinking about this person like, oh, you're a bitch, like, you're an asshole, yada, yada, yada. Like, you hurt a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn's feelings. Like, get the fuck out of here. You're just upset because your ex didn't want to be with you. He wanted to be, or she wanted to be with the Queen of Pentacles. Because they work hard, they're onto something. It sounds like like the Queen of Swords... The Queen of Swords doesn't sound, like, whatever the Queen of Swords went through, it doesn't sound like this person's a gold digger. It kind of sounds like the man or the guy that left this individual here, they went to somebody not knowing that this individual can't see that they're a gold digger. Like, something about them is like, oh, merits and like the things that they have, and they feel so happy that they have all this shit in their house, or like all this stuff on their like resume or the degree or some shit like that. And now this person's coming to you with an attitude, or now you're seeing that this person is the way they are, and you can't get to some type of level with this individual here. But the silver lining is, at least you know this kind of person, and this person is thinking right now of you, like, from different angles. Like, they're always like questioning, oh, am I wrong, am I right, or is this person wrong? Like, they do see things from a higher perspective here. This could be a Sagittarius. Some of you guys, this could be a Sagittarius. Clarifying the silver lining here, we have the World card here. So with the World in reverse here, I'm definitely getting like this person's going to walk out of your life. You have the Queen of Wands here. They're going to walk out of your life and just end up being like single, ready to mingle, kind of like a whole party and shit like that. Because they actually have another lover coming to them. So they're going to try again in love here. But this new person, let me see what's going on with your current person. What's going on with your current person? Yeah, they're very ready. We have bring it, knock, knock, and we also have timeout. Like, they're ready for you. They know your type of energy. They were like, I lived my life. I'm living large. I'm going to leap in love, and that's what we're going to do here. But I'm not tolerating no bullshit, though. This person's going to contact you, it looks like, or you're going to contact them, but they're going to contact you, and they're going to take the time out of their life to, like, commit to you here. This is what I'm saying. I feel like this is one of them situations where somebody is just a female friend or a guy friend, you know what I'm saying? But they're obviously hitting on you. I do not accept people who are in relationships and and that person's just a guy friend, or they're just a female friend. There are boundaries, okay? And the boundaries is every time you hang out with the motherfucker, you need to hang out with me, or you guys don't need to be hanging out like y'all going to the carnival or some shit like that. No, it's not cool. It really isn't. I don't think I know it's not appropriate because we're not in high school. Let's be honest. You got a vagina, you got a pee, and hormones is going there. We're not in a day and age where we can, you know, use a lot of discernment, or we have so much control over these chemical, feelings, these chemicals, things that come upon us when we're with the opposite sex, and when we're not being satisfied at home. Okay, we're not there yet, and you can tell based off this motherfucking read. Not appropriate. I'm speaking from experience here because somebody's like, oh, they're just my friend. Them niggas is talking privately. The nigga got a look on his face like he's curious. And you know why? How I know? Because I've been through it too. Well, a close one. Okay? But it wasn't like that because I already knew, honey. But, yeah. But this one, all getting all close and lovey-dovey and shit like that. They bonding. People asking me when they asking like about the situation between these two individuals and me, you're like, okay, well, so who was friends first? Because, and it's just like, why would you ask that question if you think that, if you're already assuming that, okay, if that's his friend, then okay, that's understandable. You know what I'm saying? It should be like automatically like, okay, well, you know what I'm saying? So when I told my story and everything, they were like, okay, who was friends with, who was friends with the chick first? And I said that was my friend. And they all stood shut. They're like, well, maybe as soon as they say that, that means that, okay, that does sound off. That does sound like, all right, we need to take a time out, because it does kind of seem like he feeling her, she feeling him, and there you go. You know what I'm saying? So they all said that. Like, and then they're like, oh, maybe she likes both of you guys. Maybe, she's this. Maybe it's a lot of maybes and not a lot of like, you know what I'm saying? So, not okay, honey. Not okay. some of you guys, this air sign, the Queen of Swords, could be another individual, and that's somebody that's coming on your path, or they're already on your path. Okay, but this knock knock, bring it, time out. This person's at the end of your path, because the Queen of Swords is not tolerating something. They don't want to. They're open-minded, but at the end of the day, they're switching to being the Queen of Wands here, and that is not the energy that I'm picking up with this other person that I was, tapping into. We have the Fool card here. This person's just going to take a leap of faith. It kind of sounds like the Queen of Swords here, but they're going to take a leap of faith here, and they're going to start investigating you with the Page of Swords here. They're going to be like, hey, what's going on? They're not going to keep it a secret. They're like, of course, I'm like checking up on you. Of course, I'm seeing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? 1114 could be important, or B1114 could be important. Let's get one more card. We have the Page of Cups here. So this person has a lot of pages. They're very young, experimental. Hey, what's going on with the Page of Swords? Hey, I was just looking up on things with you, checking up on you. I was looking on your social media, and Page of Cups. I was wondering if you want to get together and do something, or like, hey, let's talk about something. This person also may want to have 3 kids with you here. So 11, 14, and 22. That's 11, 13, 14. That's 2 years apart, and then one is 22 years old. So maybe this is going from 22, 14, and 11. So maybe you guys have a 22-year-old, and then there's 14, 11, or 11, 14, and 22. But y'all, I don't know. I feel like this is like I'm going to get some advice. What's the advice? The advice is to have your back at the end of the day. Maybe a 40-year-old maybe taught you this, or 24-year-old. But have your back at the end of the day, because in actuality, the universe or God, saying like things could go sour, and we have entangled, and we have laser beam. Like you've been through this before. So make sure you have your back at the end of the day. Take baby steps to protect yourself in a situation. We have 2, 4, 5, 2, 24, and 5. Oh yeah, some of you guys are like, okay, so what happened with you and that other individual? Because maybe some of you guys are going through that situation. I stayed at his crib. I went through a court case with his mom and his grandmother. Okay, after he left, I had a situation in my home, but still, I was with this person for over 3 years, 4 years. And you guys like, I didn't ask for all that, but yeah, I'm just trying to show you I'm just telling you the variable. So eventually what happened is he ended up leaving, and I saw him one day while I was staying at his mom's house, and his grandmother's. It wasn't definitely like it was still going through a court case. I was going to my neighborhood and whatever, and I saw that he was going to the same location that me and him was working at the time when I was staying at his mom's and his grandmother and his mom's house, because she's on a lease. But she's her mother's head of household. So I saw him going over there, and I said, oh, you still work there? I said, this is where you go? I didn't follow him. I just saw him at the same train station. And I don't want to say the train station, but just know that it's in Manhattan, and it's that changing period where I think it's the E and M train, and then there's the 6 train. So yeah, there's a lot of train stations like that though. But yeah, I saw him. I said, oh, he still worked there. So I concluded I didn't stalk him. I never went over there after that. Meaning, like, I never went up I left the train station to go see or to go explore whatever, ever. Still to this day. I concluded that, oh, he still works there. So he ran off. I guess he was talking to somebody, or maybe he was sleeping outside for a couple of days. He talked to somebody, and he was like, oh, I'm going through this situation, yada, yada, yada. They told him to stay at somebody's crib. They helped him with somebody's crib. And I said, oh, he's still working at this job. The job that he works at is the same job that this girl that I had a problem with in a relationship She gave him the job. Yeah, I did go for the job, but I was in a high position as him, a brand ambassador. So, but that didn't work out. And I don't really believe in like staying or working at the same place. But then after I cut her off, I worked there, and look, I was right. You know, but he actually suggested to go back to working at that job. I think. He said, "Oh, why don't we work there?" You know what I'm saying? Or I think I brung it up first, but he was so chipper to like, oh yeah, we're gonna go back there. I said, and I asked him, I said, "Do you want to go back there to go see her again?" He said, "No, what are you talking about?" I said, that was right then and there. Like, when I was like, I feel like you're lying to me. You know what I'm saying? And that was his way out. The girl's with somebody else. She's in a different relationship. I mean, she's not in a different relationship. She's in the same relationship. She met the guy. It was something like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he talking about I don't like her, I don't do this, but I'm like, you say you don't like her, but you over here still working at the job, you over here all chipper, and then you start hitting me when we just got to know her and shit like that. Like, in the 5th year, you start hitting me, and we just got to know her that year, and you start hitting me, bro. Like, nah, I'm definitely not. You're not stupid. You know what I'm saying? Then his mom and Nana took me to court, and I said, this is a domestic violence case. You know what I'm saying? Feel me? So, domestic violence case. And, I said, you know what? And his mom went through a domestic violence situation too. You know what I'm saying? So I said, you know what? God is good. Because I said, you know what? If God forbid, if she was to, go through some type of situation, God forbid, I'm not saying this is me or anything like that, but God forbid, let's just say something happens to her when it's non-consensual, or she get her ass beat or something like that. No one's going to care, because look what you did to somebody who's African American. Let's talk about race, since you want to act racist, and you're someone that, act racist and have racist jokes, and then go run to somebody who's like, oh, I don't like, the 1%, but you're feeling this nigga, 1%, hear me? But you're feeling this nigga after he shows you his crib, his family's nice house and everything, whatever. You feeling this nigga now. I said, oh, this bitch is a gold digger. You know what I'm saying? I said, let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So no one's gonna care. No one's gonna care. I wouldn't care. Like, I forgive you, but I wouldn't care, because it's like, now you want somebody to care about you when your son is acting racist, when your son says racist jokes, when your son is going to leave this individual for a white woman. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is. He always uses his family as clout. Like, oh, my family's white. Every time when we go talk to somebody, oh, my family's white, talk shit about them and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, he's very mentally, like, he's not there. You know what I'm saying? He really gets off of the fact that his family's white. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. Because, my nationality, my history, like, I mean, we did what we did, you know what I'm saying? And you wouldn't be here right now with your little freedom and all that extra shit if it wasn't for the trend that my nationality started. So I appreciate it. I'm all full diversity. I totally agree I understand what you're talking about. People could be an asshole, and I get it, but that right there, you got a problem. You're sick, my guy. And I was okay with the racist jokes with him before, you know what I'm saying? But at the time, I was at a family event. He was really pushing it. Like, he was really trying to make me feel like, I'm really a slave to him or some shit like that. And I didn't yell at him, but it was an aggressive response. And after that, he never said a racist jokes after that. Because I'm like, bro, like, now I'm feeling like you're not joking. Like, you really want to make me feel like I'm a slave to your whole white family. It was embarrassing. At first, it was like, okay, and me and his family would call him a Milano cookie, but this is way before he would, you know, call him a racist, that he was making all these racist jokes. So, anyways, that's not the point. But the point is, I concluded, I don't know if he's still working there, but I concluded that he still works there. And then I ended up going back to the job. But I was this for sure, I could tell you, I was at Grand Central. And I went to one of the stores. And I didn't think anything of it. I was just looking around. I was nervous or whatever. I wanted an acai bowl or whatever. And then I had a feeling that he was going to text me or something like that. Yo, I kid you not, bro. This dude, he ended up texting me the next day And he texts me, why are you so bored? And I'm like, nigga, in my head, I'm like, I know this is not a fucking accident. Somebody must have been at that facility, or not facility, that store, and they must have told him, oh, I saw so and so, and he texts me, and you know, I guess that was a sound like, why, you know, to text me. He texts me, why are you so bored? I said, why is he being so rude in my head? Like, in my head, I'm like, why is he being so rude? Like, he didn't drag me across the room floor. And you want to talk to me and saying, why am I so bored? Or you trying to tell me like, oh yeah, I know niggas at this place? I'm like, okay. Like, you don't really care about the cops coming after you with the shit that you did? Because I mean, like, I got a whole court case. Like, with your family. Let's get into it, honey. Let's really talk about it, though. You know what I'm saying? No, like, you know, it was just weird. I thought it was very ironic, though. Like, I was just like, okay, that can't be a coincidence. Like, I just came to the facilities. I just came to the store. You text me, why are you so bored? And I text him, I said, don't talk to me. Like, why are you talking to me? You know, read between the lines. I was like, but I know I dead ass said that. I said, why are you talking to me? Why are you talking to me? Stop talking to me. Like, what the fuck you, like, what? And then he never talked to me again. You don't follow, I don't follow that nigga nowhere. If I says I'm still following that nigga, it's because I can't get into the fucking account. like, like fuck out of here, bro. Like, no, no way, no cap, bro. I said, bro, like, he really talking to me like that. Like, he didn't drag me across the room floor. Like, what the fuck? This nigga must think that it's okay. And then you left my ass there, and then your mom took me to court. Then you working at some bitch's job that I saw I had a problem and I knew, you know, something was off. And then you still want to approach me? Like, you're mad rude. You must think I'm pussy or some shit like that, bro. Like I'm just, oh, okay. Because that's certainly how I was, too, when I was with them. Because I was getting my feelings hurt. Because I was like, I know something's off about y'all. Like, y'all too intimate. And the fact that, like, I'm talking to people about this shit. And people, like, the fact that people are talking about this shit and they asking me, okay, so who was friends with who first? And I said, I was her friend. They all said, They all had like, I don't know. Because there's nobody that I would be in my situation where I'm friends, I'm fucking with that nigga, and that nigga bonding OD with this bitch or this nigga. Like, there's no fucking way. Sorry, honey. I would think the same thing too. I just think that they wasn't trying to hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying? Or they was like, maybe you really jealous. Maybe you really, and I said, I'm not the jealous type, you know, you feel me? Like, I'm not like that. And I'm like, this one bitch though, like, come on. I ain't never flirt with that bitch's man. I made it clear on the train too. And what was off about me too was I told her, because it wasn't just that, like, she was being really sexual behind her nigga's back. Like, I know I planned it, but I wasn't doing that. Like, it wasn't physical with me and her and him. She would take it upon herself to be sexual and stuff like that. Every time my nigga turned her back, bro, she would just be like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he don't think that or whatever, but I'm like, nah, be like, that's not cool. Feel me? Like, it's not cool. You know, because I'm the leader, nigga. Like, like, this is my nigga. It's not because you a side chick, you know. Bitch, you in a crib. This is mommy and daddy time. You feel me? Like, and I told her, I approached her, I said, oh, you know, she being sexual. My man's want to act like, my ex-boyfriend, he want to act like he forgetting and shit like that. And I said, okay. And then finally one day he admitted, like, okay, yeah, I do remember her being on all fours and, you know, being sexual and shit like that. I'm like, yeah, nigga, stop playing around. You know what I'm saying? And he said, won't you talk to her? I talked to her on the train. Bitch was like, oh, like she got amnesia, as my cousin said. She got amnesia. Like, you know, like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, okay, like, I'll work on stop, like, you know, being like that, you know, like, she dead ass lied to me. Like, she stopped, like, she switched her energy. She switched. I said, oh, you funny. Like, you feel protected. I said, like this is your plane. This is your lane. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, B, no, it's not. I was like, bro, people on the train, she didn't see that because, you know, when the doors open on a train station and, you know, there's that, I don't know why I'm talking about this. Maybe it's important. But, you know, where the, bars are at. So, you know, when you go on a train, then you go, like, open the train doors or whatever. She was sitting there. And I was sitting where, like, you could see where the other side of the train is at or whatever. Not the other side where the door is, the opposite. She didn't see that everybody was staring at her and me. You know what I'm saying? I was looking like, yo, I don't really know like what to do, but people was looking at me like she's clearly lying to you, like she's clearly like fucking with you and shit like that. She know what the fuck she's doing, but she got a little like little Halle Berry, you know, voice. Oh my god, that's how I be like, nah, B, I ain't trusting that shit, bro. You know, her energy. I'm not talking about that girl, but she got a like, voice like that, bro. I said, yeah, you would never think that bitch is doing nothing, honey. But for me, that was the fuck it. I was like, nah. And I think for me, like, I don't even think, but I just like, bro, if you talking about, oh yeah, like, talking about he don't like hood bitches. That bitch is mad hood, bro. Mad hood, bro. Bitch, use your imagination with the other chick, bro. I said, you talk about me talking this earlier. I said, bro, chill. I said, he's off the charts. Nigga off the charts, bro. That nigga needs a good system. If you feel me, if you know what I'm talking about, bro. Like a good mommy and daddy system. Okay? Cause that nigga off the charts, bro. Like, that's 5 years. The bitch is in her relationship for 6 years. I say, yo, these niggas really moving out here like that. I said, nah. But anyways, that was a different breed, bro. I said, nah, that was a different breed, bro. I said, that shit crazy. His mom too, like the first time I met her, she started watching all these, she didn't start, but she was watching ratchet TV shows. I said, bro, like, she mad weird, bro. Like I said, I talk her, but it's like, like, it's like one of those situations where you want to be like somebody, you know what I'm saying? And she's just watching it. She drink tons of vodka at night, bro. Like, vodka and Titanic water, whatever the fuck that shit is. Sparkling water. It's called tonic water, whatever. Tonic. I would felt that was mad disrespectful because I'm like, okay, like, are you trying to say I'm acting hood? I'm like, I'm not acting hood. I'm like, I didn't drop out of high school. I didn't drop out of college. They didn't drop out of high school, but they dropped out of college. Like, I'm on the grid, you feel me? They in their own little fucking world, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it, period, poo. It couldn't be my kid, bro, for real. Because it couldn't be mine. His cousin is, in the field, you know, like cops, lawyers. Like it don't make any sense. I am not in that much trouble. I'm like, that nigga's in a lot of trouble, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. That was something else. And they like, oh, that's a classic. And I feel uncomfortable too because I'm just like, yo, this nigga really roaming around, like walking around like he real diverse, like he not racist. And the chick too. Like she dead living with this black nigga too. Nigga like where I grew up too. I said, bro, this is really a problem. And this bitch is really in that shit more than me, bro. Not like, you know what I'm saying? But like I'm talking about like trade and shit like that. I said, nah, like for real, like that's really a problem. We got snitches out here. And they not loyal. And like all the people I said, nah, it's something different, bro. Something different. It's a food for thought though. It's a food for thought. I ain't scared. I just like really feel like, with that nigga, I said, that nigga, you need to leave me alone. He leave me alone, and that's the fuck it. So, yeah, it's obviously for somebody, but yeah, best of luck.